Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here with my next Avatar news update video. And this is a pretty big one. Just after a video where I say there's not really been much news, mega news drops, as you can see here on Edelweiss from Amulet Books, aka Abrams. Brand new Avatar YA novel announced. So very exciting stuff. So straight away, Avatar Legends, City of Echoes, which is Avatar Legends Book 1. So they are using Chronicles of the Avatar for their Avatar focus books and Avatar Legends for this other series of books. If we open this up here, actually I think I can get this bigger. Yeah. You can see here, City of Echoes. We have the Earth symbol next to the Avatar Legends logo. Ba Sing Se clearly in the background. This is JIN from Tales of Ba Sing Se. That's who this book is focused on, just in case you're wondering. We'll get to the description shortly. By Judy I. Lin. So new author here. Exciting stuff. On sale 22nd of July 2025. So I think that probably helps to explain to us why the Roku book is only coming out in October. Now, maybe there was a reason it had to come out later and then this book was able to be like pushed up, but it seems like they've given this the standard summer release and pushed the Roku book back a little bit. Maybe it needed the time, but that explains a few things. It's going to be 368 pages. It is a YA book, so that is the length of... It's actually longer than some of the Chronicles of the Avatar novels, so it's going to be equivalent length here. Very similar form factor, hardcover with a dust jacket. And let's get into the details here. So, all this stuff is perfectly fine. I'll actually mention at this point while we have the ISBN number up here. You'll note this, it ends in 6045, starts in 978. If we go to Abrams Books and go down here, because they haven't properly... Oh wait, have they just listed this? Oh yeah. Literally in about the past hour, this changed. So they now have it up here as well, but they don't have the cover image. They have all the information up here. This is the same ISBN number, which was the previous book that was the untitled Amulet YA series, action series, book 1. So that's what this was. We speculated it might be an Avatar book because it comes up when you search Avatar, and that is in fact the case. But Edelweiss has more information here because we have the same description, but then we also have key selling point information, kind of marketing information. So, getting into the description here. So this is a brand new series featuring the unsung heroes behind legendary events within the world of Avatar and Korra. So that's pretty exciting because that highlights very different series. One focuses on avatars, one focuses on basically minor characters from the series. So it's going to be about known characters, but ones that are not as well fleshed out. So JIN is one of those characters where I think she's liked by the fan base, but there's not much information about her. So JIN is one, and I'm guessing at the very least they have a plan within the first 3 or 4 to do at least one Korra focused book. So we'll see what character that ends up being about. It opens the door to some interesting ideas. Like, is this potentially where we could get some of those more interesting stories? But unsung heroes, I don't think this maybe super opens the door to like villain backstory style things, unless it's a minor villain, but we'll see what they do. Here's the description. There's no war outside of these walls. This is what the citizens of Ba Sing Se are told to believe, but JIN knows better. As a refugee whose parents were killed by the Fire Nation, she's haunted by her past. Now she does her best to keep her head down in the lower ring, caring for her ailing grandfather and balancing school with survival. Her one bright spot is her friend Susu, whose family treats JIN like one of their own, and whose bakery she helps make deliveries for. Her world shatters when Susu's father gambles away the bakery, and Susu is forced to take a contract in the upper ring to pay off the family's debt. JIN vows to help her friend, no matter what it takes. A chain of events fueled by her desperate promise leads JIN to Zwan. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. An arrogant boy from the middle ring with ties to the Silver Fangs, a major player in the city's black market. The deeper JIN delves into her double life, the more she learns about Susu's own entanglement in a conspiracy darker and more dangerous than she could have imagined. As whispers swirl of the Avatar's presence within the city's walls, the Fire Nation creeps ever closer. With Ba Sing Se teetering on the brink of revolution, JIN must defy the powerful forces that control her city and risk everything for a friend she's determined to save. So, just interesting there that JIN is taking the spotlight in this book. She's becoming the main character here. It does seem like it's going to be set in the immediate before situation, her appearance. So she appears in Tales of Ba Sing Se. We're leading up to before that because at some point in the book, the Avatar's presence in Ba Sing Se is clear, which happens just like 1 or 2 episodes before this. So we're in the same ballpark. This is maybe not full JIN backstory. Probably will be some backstory in this as well, but that at least kind of gives us a sense that we're gonna learn more about her, because it's a full book. As the main character, we'll learn so much more about JIN. And in reality, we don't really know that much. If you go to the kind of lost lore, the information that we kind of have on JIN, there's not really that much overall. It says here that her parents were refugees who moved to the city. They've struggled much of their life, but they have to be strong to be able to provide for their family. So clearly there's a little bit of a kind of retcon style thing that's happened here, where they've moved in a different direction with her backstory. Whereas clearly it says here, her parents were killed by the Fire Nation, and it's her ailing grandfather who's her main family member. They were going with the idea, I think, that her parents are around but struggling as of her appearance in this episode. So they've slightly altered the backstory, but have kept like some of it overall. I'm assuming they're going to keep this, because this has always been like the part of the reasoning behind why this episode happened. JIN's mom and dad snuck out to meet here as teenagers. This is why this is one of her favorite places in the city. So that's kind of interesting to note. Otherwise, I don't think we know any of this other stuff. Like, a lot of these other characters are going to be new. Of course, we know this is going to be Ba Sing Se while it's still under the conspiracy with the there's no war outside the walls type thing. So I'm guessing at some point she probably comes across that. That's probably what I'm getting from like the upper ring, is that from maybe Susu she finds out about the situation on the outside, and that changes things for her. I'm wondering how much extra context this is maybe going to give behind the potential relationship with Zuko. Like, does she know? If she had found out he was a firebender, what would her reaction have been, because her parents were killed by the Fire Nation? That is a kind of notable kind of character backstory thing here. But otherwise, it is a situation where it's very difficult to speculate about this book, because JIN is just this fun character we have for like a part of an episode, and we'd like to know more, and we're going to get it here. There is some other information as we go through here. You'll note in the key selling points here, they know how successful Chronicles of the Avatar has been, and that the introduction of the Avatar Legends series, they plan to publish 2 Avatar titles per year. So there's confirmation. Every year, they aim to have a Chronicles of the Avatar and an Avatar Legends book coming out. So an Avatar focus book and a Unsung Hero focus book. Judy Eileen is a New York Times bestselling author, which is good. This is a brand new spin-off series for Chronicles of the Avatar. Avatar Legends is a series of standalone novels highlighting the unsung heroes within the Avatar universe, including the ways they've shaped legendary events in Avatar history. They will feature encounters with familiar fan favorite characters along each protagonist's journey. The new angle sets Avatar Legends apart from Chronicles of the Avatar, which uses the duology format to tell Avatar's origin story. So that's kind of interesting marketing as well for Chronicles of the Avatar, that they full on do view it as those books tell the origins of the Avatar. It's not just that it's always the Avatar as a teenager, but like specifically it's always their origin story. So we probably should never really be speculating that the Chronicles of the Avatar stuff will focus on an Avatar as an adult, which I think has become pretty clear over time. But that is the information. Exciting stuff. It is an ATLA focused book, but the option is there for Legend of Korra, and who knows, maybe more. Like, I would love to see them maybe have an opportunity to do one of these books set like in the other eras as well, covering key players that are not the main characters from like the Kyoshi era, Yang Chen era, but I'm assuming they'll start off with Avatar and Korra, where we at least know quite a few of the characters. So hugely exciting. This is definitely publishing ramping up. Clearly the idea is like, we went from 1 YA novel to 2 YA novels, and then if that Bending Academy stuff I was talking about yesterday, if that book from Random House ends up happening, that's 3 novels in a year, 2 YA and 1 kids novel. Now we just need to see what Dark Horse are going to do to improve their output for later on in the year. But this seems to be the first step in that direction, because Bending Academy was also an Avatar Legends book. So I'm wondering, you know, there's some weird terminology here where, like, Avatar Legends is apparently the new franchise name, but this is going with the idea that it's a series of books focused on minor characters, but then there's going to be a kids novel also focused on minor characters. Not really sure what to make of that. So there's some stuff to figure out there. But exciting times. I'm going to leave it there for now. I'll have more videos coming as we go forward and we learn more about it. There's more of a reaction to it. But in the comments, let me know what your thoughts on this are. New Avatar YA series, City of Echoes, Book 1 of Avatar Legends. Let me know your thoughts, but that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.